guys, welcome to tonight's Big Brother 19 chat.
Hey, it's episode 10, kids.
Oh man, the drama has really ramped up this week. It's been nuts. Anybody who said that it was gonna be crazy, or wasn't gonna be crazy, or whatever, it was gonna be boring without Cody, that's the way to say it. Yeah. No, you're wrong. It's still amazing.
Yeah. All right, so last time Alex nominated Jessica and Dominique. And Dominique is pretty upset. She goes, makes a beeline for the bed. She's totally channeling Audrey.
Yeah. Well, nobody can pull off the blanket like Audrey can.
Yeah. But
nobody. But she hides under that blanket. Paul goes in there to check on her, and she's just like,
yeah.
meaning, get out of my face. I don't want to get out of my blanket. I don't want to talk to you.
Well, you know who she was happy to see?
Mark.
Her
BFF in the house.
He cried a river to nourish her because she couldn't get out of bed.
I think every DR that Mark was in tonight,
he was crying.
He was crying.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe
I bet
there was
he's
one
dehydrated now.
Yeah, right? Make sure you're getting your electrolytes. You're staying hydrated.
Listen up. She told him that when she sat down at that table, she heard the Holy Spirit say, "Thou art going up on the block." Really?
She wasn't wrong. She wasn't wrong. All right, but then this got really crazy. At one point, she was in the HOH bathroom.
Oh, that was the HOH bathroom?
Yes.
I thought that was the regular bathroom.
And she was praying in there, which is fine, because like maybe you want some privacy or whatever.
But was she speaking in tongues?
I feel like she was. I was having some major Jocasta flashbacks.
I never heard that language before.
Yeah, because no, we had to go back because I was like, wait, I can't understand what she's saying. And then I was like, that is not English. I'm pretty sure she was speaking in tongues, which again, is fine, but like, it's a little bit jarring when you first hear it.
Yeah, and she said that she heard Paul.
Well, because she asked God who betrayed her. She heard Paul 3 times, and then guess who was sitting outside when she left the bathroom? Paul.
I'm getting some Bible flashbacks here. Like
Judas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peter,
you'll
the
be
cockroach
betrayed
3 times.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, she talks to Paul, and he's just like, what's going on? What's up?
Hey, I'll never betray you.
Yeah, you will. Yeah, you did.
She thinks he's a snake, and she's gonna
expose him at the right time.
Aces at the right time.
She didn't call him out here. She's saving it for later. Because first she's got that power veto competition. She's still got a chance to win it.
Right. All right. So the POV players, besides the nominees and Alex, are Kevin, Christmas, and Jessica chose house guest choice. So it was Jason.
Yeah, she picked Jason because she's, like she said in her DR, they have been getting closer lately. And she thought, well, if anyone's going to use this POV on me, it's going to be Jason.
It's basically a long effing shot, but it's her only shot.
I wouldn't call it a long shot. It was like a maybe shot.
Okay.
It was like a solid maybe shot.
All right. So if Jason wins the veto, he wants to use it to save Jess.
Yeah, he was.
Okay.
Because he was thinking, you know what, we can't leave Jess up on the block because people might flip the vote and get rid of her instead of Dominique. And we want Dominique to go. So he was like, it makes sense to use it on her. But anyway, it's time for the power veto competition.
All right, so it was an Indiana Jones squirrel theme.
Woo,
the
squirrels!
Temple of Temptation. Christmas could not play because...
That sucks.
Come on.
I feel bad for her.
She was upset, but at least she got to put the outfit on.
True. They had her suit up and everything. Yeah. I thought that they would tell her before that, but she goes out there. She's got her Little League uniform on. She's ready to play, and then the coach is like, nope. Hit the bench.
They're not going to have an empty seat there. That would be bad for the show. All right, so this is basically you have to go across a shaky beam back and forth 50 times. Press a button on one side.
Run
walk
around
the
your
podium.
Post. Yeah.
So
nice snot suck.
It's a very bad allergy day. I'm sorry.
But anyway, yeah, this wasn't just some balance beam. This was a rickety ass balance beam, and it was just like
scary.
Ugh.
It was, you know, like a real seesaw one too.
Yeah.
It had a little fulcrum in the middle there.
Luckily, partway through, they had those ropes that were suspending it that they could grab onto to help out a little bit. Well, it was a real
learning curve too. Kevin was having a rough time.
He was not learning that well. I don't know how much of that was put on though and how much was for real, because I don't think he was trying hard in this at all. And then eventually he decided to go for the temptation. If you lift up your chalice, you're out of the competition, but you get a cash prize.
Okay.
So he went for it.
Yeah.
But it was only $27.
Hey, you know what? Every little bit helps when you got 7 kids.
Now he's got $25,000. No, $25,027. I loved when he was like, can I get that now?
Yeah.
What are you going to do with it?
All right. Dominique had some hard falls.
Ooh, my crotch hurts so bad watching this competition.
I know.
Dominique and Jess both fell on their freaking vajayjays, but Dominique had the power of the Lord helping to lift her up. I gotta give it to her for that determination to stay on the beam.
Isn't that
That was some Olympic shit. No, as long as you don't touch the lava, you're fine.
No, I mean Jesus helping.
Jesus took the wheel. It's fine.
All right.
But Jess did not get the help from Jesus, and she fell off.
She had no recovery. So then Dominique actually fell off the beam after that, and she went back to 0, so it didn't look too good for her. Alex and Jason were pretty much tied. She said she let him win.
I think she did, because she doesn't want to look like too much of a comp beast, so they're kind of like tag teaming it.
Okay.
So Jason won the power of veto.
So Jessica was pretty happy about that. She says, I'm just gonna lay low and...
Well, this Dominique fire has really been...
smoldering?
Yeah, so I think she realized, hey, you know what? I'm just gonna sit back and let some things happen here.
Let it blow up.
Yeah.
Alright, so Paul fancies himself a puppet master.
You know what? I gotta give it to him, because it's been working so far.
So far.
It's been working so far. I know, I'm just saying.
Alright, so Paul's gonna try and get Mark on the block.
He wants to ensure that Dominique will be leaving. He knows that Dominique and Mark have this really strong emotional connection. So there is that chance that Mark is gonna like rally the votes to keep her. So he's like, let's get him up on the block. That gets rid of that. Elena's gonna vote to keep him instead of Dominique, and it'll be fine.
So he goes and tells Alex about this.
He does the old...
think it's going to be her idea.
Right, and she is freaking eating this up.
Well, then he goes tells Jason, Alex has a plan. Go up to the...
Tell her it's a good
HOA.
plan.
Yeah. So then Paul tells Alex, you know, I'll get behind this. Your plan.
If you can convince Mark. Right. And he's like, it's fine. So they bring Mark up there, and Mark is just like, I don't want to be a pawn. But then he's saying, like, he's also not going to vote for Dominique to leave. So he's like, if you can't live with that, put me up on the block, but I don't want to go up there.
All right.
So...
Well, Dominique decides, I'm going to talk to Jason. And she basically is talking circles around him. She's like, there's a snake in the house, but I can't say who it is.
Girl, you are up on the block. You better start dropping some names.
I know. She just warns him, keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
No, she's saying pay attention to that, because who's getting super close to you right now?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She warns him.
Oh, I thought you were saying for him to keep his enemies closer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, well, whatever. So she is planting these seeds, but this is the thing about Dominique. She always plays this game where she'll say crap about somebody and not say their name.
Right.
But she's like making it super obvious. She's like, yes, all P is a snake.
Yeah.
Rhymes with shawl. Oh, I didn't say his name.
Exactly.
See? So she doesn't want people to be able to say, you said that Paul's a snake.
That's cheap. I don't like that.
Yeah. So anyway, then Dominique pulls Alex aside. Did you see that when Alex went downstairs and Dominique heard her and she was just like... Oh my god!
Alright, so she basically asked Alex, everything that we talked about, can I talk about that with everyone?
Again, she's implying that Paul's a snake. She's ready to take him down. She's like, what does a snake do? Slithers? And how does a snake know where it's going? It does the thing with the tongue?
That was amazing! No, it's familiar with its environment.
Oh man. All right. So anyway, Alex goes back up to the HOH room and tells Paul
House meeting!
BT
House
Dubs,
meeting tonight!
This shit is all going down the same night as the Power Veto. They did the POV on Friday night this week. These mofos were up all night.
Weren't they up to like 5:30 in the morning?
Later than that, like 7 or 8. They were up all night.
Alright, so it's a house meeting. Paul knows that he's the snake.
Well, he's pissed, so he goes downstairs. He's like, I'm gonna do this right now. He's all... So he goes against Dominique and he's just like, hey, you want to talk about this right now? And again, she's like, so she goes up to the HOH room.
Yeah.
They really had to chop the shit out of this fight because this went on for hours.
So she tells Paul he's got snake tendencies.
Yeah, because he's like, tell me how I'm a snake. And she's like, well, you have snake tendencies.
She says she's the honest one and America is going to see that.
I mean, like I said earlier, she's not wrong here. Paul has been masterminding and puppet mastering for weeks now.
You know what? She's been doing her stuff on the side too.
I'm just saying, she's making some good points here, but Paul is much better with his delivery, and people are up his butt. So they're not listening to what she's saying.
Well, she's not guilty for lack of trying.
Okay.
She starts talking about God, bringing God into this.
And Paul's like,
gonna protect her.
We're not doing this. He says, God is not here to vouch for you right now. And that really upsets Dominique. Yeah. She's been talking about this for days. She says that Paul disrespected her God. She's pissed about it.
All right. She says her answers come from God.
I don't think that's going to hold up in the Paul court of law.
No. All right. Now, this was the saddest part of this episode, where Mark goes up to the HOH and he is freaking begging for them to not use the veto. He's crying.
Yeah.
He thinks that if they use the veto, he's going to go home, not Dominique.
Well, he would be going up on the block.
I don't think he'd be going home over Dominique.
Oh, no.
But he's afraid.
He's freaking out. He's
scared.
Yeah, so he's like, please, I promise if you keep me off the block, I will vote to evict Dominique like you want me to. So Alex is like, all right, don't F us over.
Yeah.
But Jason and Alex are still scared. Jason is like, what if I use the veto on Jess and you put up Raven instead? Right. But Alex is trying to get in with Matt and Raven, so she doesn't really want to do that. So they're kind of at a stalemate right now.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's time for the POV meeting, and this was probably the most anticipated POV meeting I can remember in a long time.
If you guys don't watch the feeds or like keep up with the feeds, you just watch the show, you missed a lot of drama that was behind Paul dressing up as a snake for this power veto meeting.
There was a whole, it's gonna be blackface,
He was talking about wearing a black face mask.
A clay mask.
With his outfit.
Right.
And it got
out of hand. It got onto TMZ.
Yeah, it got taken way out of hand.
Yeah.
He didn't end up doing that. He put little
diamonds. Like a snake has.
Right.
I mean, you're in the freaking Big Brother house. You don't have grease paint makeup.
Yeah. I spoke about this.
You gotta work with what you got.
I spoke about this more in the spoiler, but I just want to say I don't think that Paul is racist. I don't think he was intending to do like a blackface.
No.
Routine or whatever here.
He might have said, I want to put black on my face.
Right, but
like a snake.
At the same time, he
look
should
at the one on his chest.
At the same time, he should have realized that's not okay.
Yeah, it was definitely
not saying it's okay.
Not the smartest thing to do.
Yeah.
No, hell no. All right, so it's time for the pleadings. Jess says, "I picked you to play. I want to stay." Jason, use it on me.
Yep. All right, then it's Dominique's turn.
She had quite the speech.
She was like, I was framed by my own team. Somebody here's a snake. He's got minions running around. It's all Despicable Me in here.
He's dressed up like a snake, meaning he's wearing Christmas's romper.
And leggings.
Yeah. At least he's not wearing his underwear.
For once. Yeah.
Well, maybe it is underneath, but...
Yeah, because then he took it off at the end. We didn't see it, but he was all like, I'm shedding my skin. He had a lot of fun with it. But anyway, then Jason asked Dominique, like, if I use the veto on you, what do you expect to happen? Like, what's your game plan? And Dominique's like, well, obviously I'm not going to work with the people who betrayed me. And she calls out Paul and Elena by name, finally.
Right.
And they're just like... So then in the end, Jason does not use the veto, which means that either Jess or Dominique will be leaving. Or will they?
We'll see.
We're going to find out more about the halting hex tomorrow, who got the temptation.
Very, very anticipated.
Yeah.
So guys, let us know what you thought in the comments. And until next time,
much love.